Welcome back to another schema scalper video. In today's video, we're going to be speaking about absorption and exhaustion when using CVDs. CVD means cumulative volume delta, and if you don't know what that is, go and check my previous video that I posted on it. So the easiest way to look at this one is when you're looking for bullish moves, you always look at the lows. When you look at for bearish moves, you're looking at the highs. So if you want to sell, you're looking at the highs because the turning point of the highs are the most important, or like where the high comes from is made, and the turning point of the lows are more important, like where buyers are stepping in to turn the market around. Okay, and how we look at that is simple. We look at swing highs and swing lows. Let me just get this drawing tool out. Where's my brush? There you go. Swing highs and swing lows. So in absorption, so that means the sellers are being absorbed, so the buyers are more in control. You would see something like this, and then the CVD would look like this. We're going to look at some real examples. So that's for buying, and then for selling it would look something like this in absorption, and then like this. These are really crude drawings. Let me change the color. Let me use this. So we'll be making higher highs. Let me actually move this up as well. So we're making higher highs on price, but lower highs on the CVD. Sorry, higher lows on price and lower lows on the CVD. Oh, this one had to keep that color, keep that orange. Okay, and then here it would be making lower highs on price and higher highs on the CVD. And you're looking at these exact same points or exact areas. So that's absorption. And we're going to go into some charting examples. Actually, yeah, let's go into some charting examples now. This is a CVD chart that we're looking at. Just going to exit this one. And we're going to go to a random day. I don't know how far the CVD data goes back. Okay, so let's do this Tuesday. So we look at the low of the day, and you'll see it quite easily here. The low of the day, we're looking at, so if you want to buy in this area, this is all on crude, and this is just like a random example that I'm taking. Where are my favorites? There we go. So we're looking at this area, which is the same as this area on CVD. Okay, so if we're looking for bullish, we want to see higher lows in price and lower lows on the CVD. If you're looking for absorption, but if you're looking for exhaustion, which was this day, we're gonna see it now. So it'll be lower lows in price with sort of higher lows on the CVD. Okay, let's go back to the example. Or back to the template, sorry. Oh, did I lose the templates? No, I didn't. So we're gonna go back to the template, and now we're gonna look at exhaustion. That wasn't a good absorption example. Bless me. But we're gonna look at bless me. Ooh, bless me. Ooh, that's bad. I think I'm coming down or something. Um, a bullish example could be lower lows and then ooh, higher lows on the CVD. It's really bad. Oof, 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 oof. Let me move this up a bit. Let me move this up a bit. Back to my brush. And then for bearish moves, you'd see higher highs on price with, oh, can you tell? Ooh, ooh. Higher highs on price with, my bad, with lower highs on the CVD. So that's what you'd be looking at. Let me just take this, move it over slightly. So that these highs kind of and these lows kind of match up. So you see lower lows, higher highs, boom, that, like that. So you see this is going down. Oh, this is a bad drawing. Let me redraw this one. So we go boop, boop. Yeah, yeah. There we go. So that's absorption, and this is exhaustion. So what you'd want to do now is get a notebook, and then oh, I realize now the reason I can't get more data is because it doesn't TradingView doesn't save as much volume data as other platforms. So if I go on a higher time frame, I could be able to get more volume data, more days. But for this example, I'm just showing you that it works on this, that this actually gives edge. We're just gonna look at the 3 minute time frame on crude oil. Okay, so this is the same. That's the prep day. Um, so that's the one I was looking at. See at the lows. That's at the low of the day, which is insane. Seeing these patterns form. Let's check high of the day. Oh, that's a lot of buying. You're gonna see some similar patterns form, and after a while, you're gonna realize it's quite easy to see these patterns if you know exactly what you're looking for. Like here, for instance, this high and this high versus this high and this high. So here, this is a clear. One of the leaves. Clear exhaustion, just like early on in the day. How the move started was from exhaustion, and how the move ended now is from exhaustion. And you can see here as well. Oh, my bad, it's not exhaustion. There to there is exhaustion. You could take, if you're entering down here, you could take out your trade up here. It's like, that's insane actually. 541 cents, 541 points in crude oil in one day, just by knowing this. Okay, let's look at another random day. Third, okay, let's skip 7th. Okay, 7th of October. And these things don't work all the time and at every point, but if you understand, if you understand the, and you've gone through the market not market profile, the volume profile things that I have on this channel. Super basic, super entry level, but just using those areas, lining up with this, and then having a third thing, which is something I haven't really I have spoken about, VWAP. So the VWAP bands, this becomes insane. The risk to reward, the let's just reset this chart and let's go back to the 7th. The risk to reward numbers you could do, oof, it's proper insane. Okay, let's look at it from, let's say, down here is a clear one. Like right after the consolidation, after all of this, there's a clear one inside here. All it's just me doing it after the fact. In the moment, it's a bit more difficult, but not rocket science. Um, so here to here. And with this, we already have our context, our bias, or our narrative, however you want to put it. And you already have the places where you want to take a trade. So you know, or you not know, you'd have an understanding that more often than not, with these conditions, you're looking for buys. Okay, now looking for buys. Now, from where do we buy? And that's uh, using another tool, and then using the third tool, which would be this is, okay, now where exactly do we enter, where do we put our stop, and where our targets. Targets, we don't use this, we use our context, our narrative of why we want to buy in the first place, and then, yeah, put our stops, like for here, for instance, you see, let me just do this. You see on the chart, on price chart is giving higher lows, but on the volume delta, cumulative volume delta, it's giving lower lows. So that's an indication to buy, and you can see, boom, if you'd have bought, you could buy there, and then a common theme I'm seeing, like I don't use it like this. I've um predefined risk points. So maybe for crude I now risk 15 points, 15 cents. And for ES I use a different amount of stop, and Inky I use a different stop. And for gold I use a different size stop. But for crude oil I use 15 cent stop. You can see here this is less than 15 cents, so I know I could take this trade. But if it was more than 15 cents, I wouldn't take it. And an easy way of putting your stop would be where you see this divergence in price and volume delta, you just put your stop below that low. And that's a safe or relatively safe spot to put it. Because all these sellers were already absorbed. So they would be squeezed out of the market at this point. And as soon as it gets out. So easy target system would be up here. The high in between these two. So 1 to 4 is the road. But if you're like me, you look for something larger and you'd be using volume profiles. So if I open up my volume profile chart, let me just do this and actually let me actually just add it because whatever. Volume profile, this one's hidden. Oh, I had it on already. Okay, cool. And we are looking at this day. Oh, there's no other data. This is the first. Yeah, this one. First virgin value area high. That's 1 to 32 goes through. Oh, nope, nope, nope. 15. It's about 1 to 20. 1 to 8, 1 to 17 goes through. Just understanding that um, having my narrative correct. So that would be narrative being correct, like my bias, saying, okay, it's going to be update. My target, which is going to be set at, which is going to be set at these highs first. Actually, these highs first. So there'll be 1 to 5 and then 1 to 17 if it breaks those highs. Because I'd be entering off value area low previous day, targeting value area high, 1 to 5 risk reward. If it breaks that, we look for continuing divergent value area high, 1 to 17. But up here to be something like 1 to 9, 1 to 10. Which is still insane. You could get 15 odd on this day. But yeah, that's how we use this. Dun, 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 dun. Cumulative volume delta. That's how we use it, or that's how I use it. There's some stuff that I'm not gonna go into. It's a bit more complicated. Um, like using certain. Let me just say what it is. I'm using certain points like certain amounts of volume to identify trends and when they kind of end or fizzle off because there's too much buying in one direction. Yeah, and when to expect the trend to continue with the amount of delta, stuff like that. But it's a bit technical and I haven't quite got the full feel of it. But for now, this being one blueprint of when you're actually taking a trade, like entry, your stop loss placement. Like for exhaustion, for instance, it's a bit more difficult to place stops. So a lot of people don't use exhaustion when going in this direction, like bullish exhaustion or bearish exhaustion. But for me, I've realized that uh, if there's an opportunity, I need to put risk on it. If I'm not, there's no point of me. There's no point of me wanting to go into this profession. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something interesting about absorption and exhaustion. If there's any feedback, leave a like, comment whatever you're thinking, and please do subscribe. Cheers.